Solana just made history. Wall Street's finally gone full send on Sol. And even Western Union, yeah, the 175-year-old money transfer dinosaur, is jumping straight into crypto. This is what mainstream adoption actually looks like. We've got Solana ETFs live on NASDAQ, a global payments company building a stablecoin, and the markets are heating up again. Stick around because this combo might be the biggest catalyst we've had since Bitcoin ETFs. Let's break it all down. So here's the headline. The first spot Solana ETF just launched. The ticker is BSOL by Bitwise, and it's officially staking enabled. That's right. For the first time, investors can buy a crypto ETF that not only holds real SOL, but also earns validated rewards inside regulated structure. That's huge. It's like giving traditional investors access to DeFi yield without the DeFi headaches. Day one, volume, 56 million. That's insane demand right out the gate. And it's not just Bitwise. Grayscale dropped its own Solana trust. Canary Capital launched Litecoin and Hedera ETFs. So this is the wave of altcoin ETFs rolling out right behind of Ethereum. Solana's trading near $200, sitting in the top 5 by market cap, and it's leading daily transaction volume across the board. If it breaks 210, that could trigger the next technical breakout. The chart's already flashing bullish momentum with a MACD crossover and RSI pushing up. Honestly, Solana's just positioned itself as the third pillar of crypto, right next to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And for anyone still saying, but Solana, isn't it centralized? Listen, Wall Street doesn't seem to care anymore. They're here for yield, liquidity, and speed. Now let's talk about the move nobody saw coming. Western Union is building a stablecoin on Solana. Yeah, the same Western Union that's been charging your relatives $20 to send $100 across the border for decades. They're calling it USDPT, a fully backed dollar token that'll run on Solana, with Anchorage Digital Bank handling custody. Launch is planned for 2026, starting in Latin America, Africa, and Southeast Asia, the regions where stablecoins are already being used every day for real payments. But here's the kicker. Western Union is integrating this directly into their 4,500 plus money transfer corridors. That means you'll be able to send dollars instantly across borders, with cash in and cash out still available. They're basically becoming the world's biggest on-ramp and off-ramp for crypto. Their CEO said, and I quote, "We've looked at most of the alternatives and came to the conclusion that Solana was the right choice." That's a $1 billion endorsement right there. Western Union processes over 150 billion transfers per year. Even if 10% of that volume goes on chain, that's billions flowing through Solana. This is what real world utility looks like. Not another meme coin launch, but a 175-year-old institution embracing blockchain for actual payments. And looking at the bigger picture, this isn't happening in isolation. Bitcoin's still holding strong around 113K. Altcoins are outperforming, and we're seeing massive inflows into Ethereum. Over 200 million just yesterday. The FOMC is meeting today with a 99.9% chance of a rate cut. And tomorrow we've got Trump and Xi meeting in Korea that could ease trade tensions. Meanwhile, Nvidia just hit a record 5 trillion valuation with a new Blackwell chip now made in US, matching Trump's push for domestic production. Everything's aligning from macro to markets for a strong November rally. We've got ETFs, stablecoins, and political movement all pointing in one direction. Crypto integration is accelerating fast. So to quickly recap, Solana just became the first staking ETF on Wall Street. Western Union's building a global stablecoin on Solana. Institutions, countries, and even banks are quietly accumulating crypto behind the scenes. So call it what you want, but the adoption phase is already happening right under our noses. If you're still sitting on the sidelines, this is probably the time to pay attention. I'll be covering these kind of major updates every single day, so hit that subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next few weeks in crypto are going to be quite wild. And hey, if you want to catch up about crypto fast, check out my Crypto 101 playlist on my channel homepage. It'll get you up to speed in minutes. Thanks for tuning into this one. I'll see you in the next one, and cheers.